Hey guys, happy Monday. My name's Tom Froese. This is the Making Friends vidcast where I answer your questions about illustration. So if you've been a regular watcher / listener of this vidcast, you'll notice that I've been fairly spotty in my updates, not doing every week like I used to do. And as you might have guessed, it's because I'm really busy, which I guess is a good thing. But another thing that's been taking a lot of my time and attention away is the production of my upcoming Skillshare class called Odd Bodies, where I teach how to draw stylized and expressive people. So it's basically a class where I show people my approach to illustrating people in ways that help me become more efficient and break away from realistic, literal interpretations of people, drawing people in a much more graphic, iconic, stylized kind of way. Instead of giving you the usual sort of vidcast chit-chat and then answering your questions, I thought I'd give you guys a little preview of some of the content of the actual class. So this is stuff that would normally be up on Skillshare, and you'd have to be a subscribing member of Skillshare to be able to watch. And I'm going to give you guys just a glimpse of what some of that content will be for free right here today. So enjoy and let me know what you guys think. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 pain points of illustrating people. And by pain points, I mean the parts of the human body that we really get stuck on when trying to draw them. These are areas that we might be tempted to overwork, but are actually best handled quite sparingly. The first pain point is the face. So our tendency when drawing faces is to get right in there and draw the details, draw the face perhaps realistically, draw the eyes. We're really drawn to drawing eyes as like the full iris and the whites and the eyebrow and the lid and all that. That might work in some cases, but generally speaking, just a few expressive marks are enough to evoke emotion in the face. In my own work, I use simple dots and short strokes for eyes, nose, and mouth. And often I don't have eyebrows, but I do add them when I need a little bit of extra expression in the face. With noses, again, you can add a lot of personality with the nose. You can make it big or small or in an interesting shape, but rarely have I seen stylized people that have nostrils. Rosy cheeks can be added to suggest femininity and warmth, and rosy faces can depict a sense of anger or embarrassment. The next pain point is ears. Who has time to draw ears realistically? For me, a simple bump and a squiggle will do. I often just rely on the hairline to define where the ear would be, and for people with long hair, I usually just don't even draw the ears, or I just suggest the earlobe or something with a small mark. For me, the head and neck is a big pain point. So how does the head connect to the neck? How does the neck connect to the body? Do I draw a chin? And I sometimes draw chins and sometimes I don't. But if you look at many stylized illustrations of people, you'll find that the head just is slapped onto the body and the neck is implied. And people don't show the chin. They don't get into that level of realism. And that keeps people on the more abstract side. Hands and fingers, of course, are another pain point. Now, hands themselves can be very expressive, and you can put a lot of expression just in a hand gesture. So if it's a thumbs up or an A-OK or a tea time pinky or something like that, including that in your illustration can be great and add a lot of character. But when we're just doing neutral hands and neutral feet, you don't want to get into drawing every single finger, or if you do, you don't want to get into like joints and doing things very realistically. So what I often do is just either draw the outline of a hand very simply and just add a few lines to suggest fingers. And if there's one finger up or something like that, of course I'll include that. But the key thing is you want your hands not to be overworked, so you're not paying too much attention to that one aspect of the figure when you're looking at it. Just like hands and fingers, feet and toes are another pain point. And although hands and feet are very similar, usually because people wear shoes, we treat feet a little bit differently. If you do have bare feet, just a few small nubbins and some lines to suggest the division between the toes is enough. And if you're drawing shoes, what I do is I just pick one shoe style that everybody has. And it's a little bit silly and kind of almost looks lazy. But the point is that it becomes this distinctive mark or symbol that I use for feet in all my people. Now my feet are always these pointy-toed, high-heeled boots basically. And you know, in real life, most people, especially men, don't wear high-heeled pointy boots, but they just become this thing that as you look at my work as a whole, you just see that as a symbol for foot. And the sense that it's kind of unrealistic or too pointy or too high-heeled just adds a little bit of character and personality to it. So these are how I view pain points, those parts of the body that one can get hung up on. And once you figure out how you address your pain points, this actually goes a long way toward how you approach illustrating people consistently over time. Eventually, the symbols you use for these different parts of the body become kind of your illustrative shorthand. The symbols you use to depict these things time and time again. And some people might want to vary them and try different things with every single illustration, and that's totally fine. And then other people will become very comfortable just having this one way of doing things every time. So that's it for all the theoretical stuff. And I hope these things really just give you a glimpse into what goes on inside my head when I'm drawing people, and maybe they'll help you as well. All right, guys, so that's just one part of my entire upcoming Skillshare class, Odd Bodies, where I teach you how to draw more stylized and expressive people in your illustration. So if you've ever struggled with how you draw people, if you're looking for new ways of approaching that subject, or if you're used to drawing more realistically and you want some techniques that will kind of help you get more into the stylized and iconic way of drawing people, this is just my way, my approach of doing that, and I'm super excited to share with you guys the whole class. It launches in November. Stay tuned. If you subscribe to this channel, you'll hear about it, or you can head over to Skillshare, follow me there, and I'll post my launch announcement there as soon as it's ready, and you'll be one of the first to know. So thanks guys, enjoy, and I'll see you guys next week. Keep making great work and keep asking great questions.